So we are currently living in an era where it's easier than ever to go and make some money. You know, whether you're doing it on social media, you got a side hustle, whatever it might be. But I've been seeing a lot of videos with people on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook talking about quit your job right now, and here's 5 ways to bounce back, or here's 5 ways to become your own boss, and boom, boom, boom. I'm telling y'all right now, from a common sense perspective, do not listen to these people. You know what I mean? Unless you already got something lined up, unless you already got a business that's legit, that's a different story. But if you ain't got nothing lined up, do not do this. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? And the people that make these videos, they don't really care about the audience. They just care about putting out some shit that will attract the attention of people who don't know any better, right? Y'all are victims. You know what I mean? If you're gullible and you believe what you see, you're a victim. You know what I'm saying? You got to fact check these people, right? The majority of these people that claim they quit their jobs and wound up making more money doing something else, they're either lying to you or they've been making that money, but now they're putting out a narrative that they quit that job before they made that money. No, you still had that job. You were just doing your own thing on the side. And when you finally built it up, now you quit that job. You know what I'm saying? So they're putting out the perception that they just quit the job immediately, started something from scratch, and wind up making 80 to $100,000 a year. Like, how? How do you do that? You know what I mean? So, and I'm not trying to scare people. You know, if you want to be your own boss, you want to be an entrepreneur, that's okay. Keep your motivation, but be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand these influencers that be telling people to quit your job now. Don't be a slave. You don't have to put up with that. Man, let me tell you something, man. At the end of the day, if that job is helping you provide for yourself, your family, your loved ones, whatever you got going on, keep that damn job. And until you got a backup plan or something else that's, lucrative, and you're going to make the same amount or more money doing this, then you can quit the job. But if you don't have that lined up and it's set in place right now, do not quit your damn job. For the life of me, I be watching these videos and I be thinking to myself, you are not telling the full truth. You are not telling the people everything you went through to get your program started or whatever you're doing to make more money than the job you quit. They don't really tell you that, right? All they just tell you it's like a summary, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, quit your job and you could do this, you could do this, but they're not telling you how long it took for them to get to where they're at today. And that's the part where people choose to ignore, or they just don't listen. You know what I mean? It is not, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to crush nobody's dreams. You know what I mean? But just from a common sense perspective, you cannot just wake up one day and get $100,000 or $50,000. It just don't work like that. Unless you come from a rich family, you got somebody in the NBA or the NFL. If they just drop you a bag, then okay. But people are not really moving like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a job and you plan on quitting that job, make sure you got something established and something that's lucrative before you make that decision. You know what I mean? Do not listen to these influencers. Most of them are full of shit, and they're not telling you everything they went through to get to where they're at today. They're just giving you the basics. You know what I mean? But life is not basic. Life is very complex. You got to be on your grind 24/7 to make things happen. You can't this is not no Disney fairy tale story. You know what I mean? So that was just on my mind. I wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's your boy TJ the Realist. Like, subscribe. New videos coming soon.